My name is Elise Mertz, and this semester I was part of Dr. Melanie Fedry's Honors 261 course, Fundamentals of Human-Centered Design. This class challenged me, along with the other students on my team, to transition Honors College Connects from an extracurricular organization into an honors class. And one of the main ways that my team contributed to this effort was by completing a project on the history of HCC to discover what had and had not worked well in the organization's past, as well as identifying some strategies for institutional memory keeping that could help keep that history alive for the future. So to begin this, my teammate Joey Salomon is going to give a brief overview of different groups' past involvement in Honors College Connects.
HCC is about as old as the Honors College itself, and it was developed in line with the Honors College ideals of community service, experiential learning, and multidisciplinary collaboration. Just a few months after starting the Honors College, Ms. J from the Leadership Fairfax Institute, or LFI, had a discussion with a graduate of the Emerging Leaders Program, which is run by LFI and follows the same model as the HCC, where students collaborate in teams to complete a project for a nonprofit. This graduate suggested that George Mason could create a similar program for its students. Ms. J, Dean Sophia Burr, and Mr. David Anderson spearheaded the idea and began to recruit students in the fall of 2009. By the end of the spring of 2010, a student of a collected group of teams had committed to developing the program in the Honors College First Experiential Learning Initiative. This launched ACC's tradition of student leadership, which more experienced professors, mentors, could provide guidance and structure, but leave plenty of room for the imagination and talents of students to have a collaborative team work ethic. In just one semester, HCC was ready to launch in its current form, where students' teams supported by faculty and LFI members could complete a year-long project for a nonprofit. Another characteristic of HCC's history from its founding to today is the question of how it fits into the Honors College. Should it be an extracurricular organization or for credit hours? Its status has shifted between these two for years. Currently in 2019 through 2020 academic year, it's an extracurricular only, but starting next year, it will transition into a 4-credit honors class taught by Dr. Melanie Fedry in a reinvented format. HCC's format has consistently changed and rearranged through the past 10 years. Even the end-of-year presentations look vastly different in different years, sometimes from professional PowerPoints to even flexible and interactive poster exhibitions. And this year, as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, taking the form of short pre-recorded videos, which we are doing now. The ideals of community connection, multidisciplinary collaboration, and experiential learning characterize every year of HCC and will likely remain part of the organization in whichever form it takes next year.
Hi, my name is Abby Kumi, and I'm going to be talking to you about the institutional memory of HCC. So in the past and as of now, various methods have been used in an attempt to preserve the history and institutional memory of Honors College Connects. As of right now, the current method in use is a Google Drive folder, which contains pictures, advertising materials, as well as past roster lists from previous years. The e-board is strongly encouraged to return to their positions the following year, and current members are also encouraged to join the e-board as well. Finally, the last method used in an attempt to preserve the institutional memory of HCC is the staff. Many of the staff involved with HCC have been involved with the program for numerous years and provide valuable insight into the organization's beginning. However, these methods are not without their faults. There is turnover when it comes to member participation. Oftentimes, people who participate in HCC will not continue to participate throughout the rest of their collegiate career. This means that HCC often loses the opportunity at consistent membership, which in turn takes away from the number of people who could potentially help to preserve the institutional memory of the organization. At the same time, many members are unclear on what the e-board actually does, which may hinder their want to join a position of that sort. These two factors, combined amongst many others, are the roadblocks that HCC faces in an attempt to preserve its history for numerous years to come. Thank you. In a meeting between the students of this class, members of the e-board and non-members of the organization came up with several ways to combat the institutional memory problem. Number 1. a best practices worksheet. This would be a worksheet that clearly states both the minimum expected of members, along with examples of going above that. It would also mention what has worked best in the past, along with numerous descriptors and case studies to support this. Number 2, nonprofit headers. Many nonprofits have the practice of creating Microsoft Excel sheets, some of which HCC could get the headers from. This would be another way to keep track of the info collected from the nonprofits that the organization has worked with in the past. Number 3, tracking similar programs. Throughout the country, there are numerous programs like HCC that do incredibly similar work. Getting into contact with some of these organizations and building a relationship with them would benefit HCC immensely. This could include learning from them, following their layout and plans, or comparing and contrasting their organization with our own. Number 4, presentation or storytelling elements. Whether this is a PowerPoint or a video of some sort, this could be a great tool that teaches new members about HCC. Making a new presentation each year and keeping the ones from previous years could be a helpful tool in improving the way that the e-board decides to portray HCC to new members. Number 5, goals and missions for the year. Writing a clear line of goals each year could help the e-board focus on meeting them. Also, it could assist the e-board in deciding which goals could carry over to the following year or which ones need a bit more work. Number 6, saving information. While working with nonprofits, HCC will usually create project reports and deliverables. Saving these tools in an orderly manner would benefit the organization in many ways. For example, if one of the groups helping a nonprofit made a survey to distribute to people in the area, HCC could compare it with methods used in the past. In addition to this, the information could be used in PowerPoints or videos that showcases the entirety of the year. Number 7, cheat sheet. The creation of a quote-unquote cheat sheet, which clearly defines what the e-board positions are, and that also defines terms that potential e-board members should know, could be a useful tool in recruiting members to become a part of that team. Along with this, the e-board could try onboarding, or giving members folders with the information in the Google Drive that is currently in use. Number 8, alumni. The use of HCC alumni could be a great way to learn about HCC's past. Inviting past e-board members to speak or attend presentations, or simply telling newer members about what alumni have accomplished in the past, could be a great way to generate excitement about the program.
In order to figure out how we should approach the topic of institutional memory, we reached out to faculty involved in the Honors College. We asked about their history with the HCC, including how they became involved with the program, what values they saw within the HCC, and how other initiatives they were involved in had shaped their perspective on the creation of institutional memory. By asking these questions of our interviewees, we were able to collate their responses and discover notable trends and commonalities. This data enabled our efforts to discover a solution that would work as a framework for the creation of HCC's institutional memory, while still allowing enough flexibility that each memory would feel like just that, a memory, rather than a carbon copy or a cardboard cutout of the same thing with a different coat of paint. The purpose of a memory, after all, is to record the moment in its entirety, not to simply store facts and data.
The research performed by the Honors 261 students on the history of Honors College Connects has provided us with the knowledge regarding how to morph the previous Honors College Connects program into a course here at George Mason University for interested Honors College students. During this course, we were able to contact former and current HCC members, supportive staff, supervisors, and nonprofit partners. With their help, we were able to decipher the best solutions to problems surrounding our networking and communication skills. Although our class was able to perform several hours worth of research and hard work, major questions surfaced during this process, such as, if this class is only a semester long, how will the following class handle the unfinished projects? Also, what can we, as students, faculty members, and nonprofit partners do to remain in better contact with each other for future networking purposes? Through our several interviews, we've been able to indicate that this program has brought not only the George Mason community together, but also the Fairfax community. Each student has participated in this program and has been able to extend their interests outside of their major and demonstrate their passions. Honors College Connects here at George Mason has created a positive impact on several lives, and we cannot wait to see what the future continues to hold.